Happy to be here. Good morning.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. We're so excited. We're just so excited about this.
I know. So you just got your books, right? Just a couple of days ago?
Yesterday.
Exciting. Christine, how did you guys pick the places or experiences that you included in your book?
Well, you know, the fun thing about this project for Heidi and I is that we both really do, we are tourists in our own town. I think so many times people live in a city and they don't even take time to explore their own city. And she and I truly do get out and do all the festivals. We go to all the restaurants. We get out and really enjoy our island. And so I think that helped us when we came up with our lists. And then because of the nature of my job and even her job and past jobs, we personally have been tour guides to friends, family, as well as for me, even travel media. So it wasn't that big of a challenge. We kind of joked, we're like, oh, we can get this done, you know. So it was a fun project, and we did our lists, our 100 lists separately, and I think I came up with 90 or something, and Heidi came up with 90, like on our first draft. Then we collaborated, we met up together and went through our list and edited, and what do we have duplicates, what were we missing? And so it really was a fun project to do together. We've known each other for a long time, and we just really enjoyed it.
I love it. I love it. Two heads together. Heidi, talk to me about like some of the crazy things. What's the craziest thing that you listed or the most unique thing in your book?
We have a surfboard shop in town, or surf shop, and he makes custom surfboards, but he also is known for this unique style of surfing that, as far as we know, only gets done around here, and it's called tanker surfing. Mm-hmm. And instead of surfing out in the Gulf waters, they go into our ship channel and catch the waves alongside the tankers as they come into port.
Oh my gosh.
This isn't something you do on after your first lesson of surfing.
Right, right. So
because they're right up on the bow of these ships, because that's where, when they're pushing through, the waves break.
Oh, Christine, I believe that you are a BOI, correct? Born on the island?
Yes.
What do you want this book to know, to tell people about Galveston?
People always underestimate how many things there are to do on this island. There are a lot of beach towns where it's just a beach. And yes, we're an island, and yes, we're a beach, and yes, beach is still one of the biggest reasons why people come to visit Galveston and even choose to live here sometimes. But there are so many things, and I think that what we want people to see from this book is, there's 100 things you can do in Galveston, and you know, we want our visitors as well as people that live here to get out and discover and explore. It's a great island city with amazing history, amazing restaurants, incredible festivals, just so much to see and do. And I think in my role over the years, I think people have always been so surprised at how much our little island has to offer.
Yeah. And so Heidi, you are an IBC, correct? An Islander by choice?
Yes, I came here right after college in 1994 and thought I would stay a year. I bought a house within that first year, and I've been here ever since.
And I
really cannot imagine living anywhere else right now. So
who would you say this book is designed for? Is it for somebody who's lived on the island their entire life, or someone that's just coming?
I think it's designed for both perfectly. Because as Christine said, we both know people in town who are like, I don't go to the beach. Yeah. You know, I'm a local, I'm not going to go to the beach. Or they don't realize everything there is to do in town. And especially like newcomers who might move down here for their spouses in school at the university, or a resident. They might think they're going to be here temporarily, and they're like, great, I'm on this sandbar. There's nothing to do. But when you look at it, as Christine said, there is so much to do. I never understand people who are bored in Galveston.
Me too.
There is, until we were on this lockdown, our weekends are nonstop, pretty much. You have to fight for a quiet weekend at home, and there is always something going on.
Exciting.
And so I think for both the people who live here, who've lived here their entire life and might not even know we have a custom surf shop, for example, you know, drawing on that reference, it's a great resource for them. And for someone who's never been to the island, great tool to come in and see that, yes, we have more than beaches. So if you schedule your vacation and it's raining, you're not going to be stuck in your hotel room for sure.
Sure. Christine, in this time of social distancing, are there any entries from your book that you can think of where people could do right now?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of the museums are closed and things like that, and even restaurants are doing curbside pickup. But one thing we said, the beach. You can right now. I mean, I took a bike ride with my boyfriend with our dog Tank a couple days ago. You can still take your bike down and enjoy a bike ride on the seawall, go for a nice walk. You can also, you know, they're on the seawall. One of the things we mentioned are the benches that Artist Boat had done, and each bench along the seawall has a different theme and a different, some of it's educational, most all of it's educational, some have historic facts and so forth. But you could take your bike and still stop at each one and learn a little bit about Galveston. So I think that's really fun and nice. I think also, you know, people can do on their bike, on their own. They could go and do the sculptures, the oak, which are these carvings that we have throughout the island as well. And I think that's something that people can do when they're getting a little stir crazy and they want to get out and see the sun and so forth. Now, some of the attractions or the organizations we included have also done a phenomenal job in creating some virtual experiences. So the Galveston Historical Foundation, which actually Heidi worked there at one point in her career, they have done virtual concerts. They're doing a virtual book club. They're doing speaking engagements. And so if you go to the Galveston Historical Foundation website, which is galvestonhistory.org, I believe.
I think that's right.
Yeah, you'll list up there, they'll have all the virtual experiences. And so there was a concert last Friday that we listened to. They had last week, I think they also had a speaking topic about Prohibition era cocktails. So they're doing some fun things. Yeah. Also, another attraction we included was Moody Gardens. Moody Gardens is a family entertainment complex that we just love. And they, every day, I believe it's at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., they're checking in and doing a live kind of update. You know, they're still having to care for all of the sea life, all of the animals they have, because they have an aquarium. They also have a rainforest pyramid. There's, you know, all those things, of course, they all have to be taken care of. So they're featuring that daily, I believe. And then, so those are just some ideas that people can kind of get excited about. In addition to that, just in general, there's webcams all over the island. And so if you just want to see the beach, you can log on to galveston.com and look at the webcams and kind of see some of the different things that we're talking about. But, in addition to that, one thing that comes to mind is you can download some tours. The Hotel Galvez has an audio tour that you can download. So if you Google on your app store, Hotel Galvez or Historic Hotels Galveston, you can download a ghost tour and a history tour. The Galveston Historical Foundation also has tours you can download. So there's some nice things that people can use right now to get excited about their next visit.
Yeah, I for one cannot wait to explore all that Galveston has to offer. Heidi, where can people go to pick up a copy of your book?
Well, it's going to be available in any number of local shops in Galveston. I know Murdoch's, our historic beach shop that's out over the water on a pier. They've ordered it.
Do you all have a website where you're selling?
Yes.
We are. It's www.100thingsgalveston.com.
Awesome.
And we'll list the vendors there. I mean, we really appreciate all the support of the vendors that are going to be carrying the book. But unfortunately, given the time that we're in right now, the shops aren't going to be accessible quite yet.
So if you buy it from 100thingsgalveston.com, and we'll have all of that information put up this weekend.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. And
thank you.
Our pleasure.
So many great things to do in Galveston.